Alright, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. In the last 7 videos, I've been writing version 1 of a payroll application, a front-end app using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And in the last, couple or so videos, maybe the last 3, I've been working on the JavaScript, and I still got a ways to go. So let's get back into it. One thing I'd started doing was I'd started writing a couple helper functions. And I don't know if I'd call these helper functions, but I'm going to put them here anyway. So first, I'm going to write a function that will append a new result card, which, to the results list panel. Also hide the placeholder text. If this is the first entry. All right. So this will be the, the type label, the gross pay, and that message that we talked about earlier. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hide it once there's at least one result. Alright, then next we want to build the list item. Remember, that's an LI. Okay. Okay, so this is the information that I want to put in there. Let's put it all on its own lines. This will be our message. doesn't it, like here? JSX expressions must have one parent element. Not sure what it doesn't like there, but we'll have to figure it out. Okay. All right, like I said, still not sure exactly what's going on there. But this next one here, we're going to update the modal totals display with the current values of the accumulators. This will be called each time the show totals button is clicked. All right. Okay, hopefully that's correct. All right, we need to do our main calculation handler. So here's where we calculated everything. I think I'll put it above here, so let's see. There's salary, there's all of them. Okay, so right here, we're going to add, this will be our main calculation handler. It'll handle the situation whenever a user clicks the, what do we call that button? Calculate. The btn calculate button. It will validate the selected employee type and its associated inputs. It will then compute the gross pay, update the associated accumulator, and append the result to the results panel. And as far as I remember, this is fairly big, so clear off any errors to begin with. So first, we will validate the employee type. So in other words, did they select something? And we'll return. So if they didn't select anything, we'll let them know and then we'll return. Next, we're going to create a switch statement in here, but let's create a couple of variables first. So let's let gross pay equal 0. We'll let our type label equal nothing, and we will let our message also equal nothing. What I'm doing here. All right. So let's switch. On our employee type. First for hourly, We did this before. We wrote this before, so. And that'll be min hours and max hours. Oh, where do we do these min hours and max hours? I thought we did them at the top. Oh, we don't even have those set. See, what else do we have here? Okay, so these will be constants for an hourly employee, those two. The next will be for a piece worker employee. Those are both integer. All right, so we got our min hours, our max hours, our min pieces, our max pieces, our minimum price per piece, which is 0.1, our maximum price per piece, which is $1. All right. Our commission employee, our minimum percentage is going to be 0. Our maximum percentage is going to be 0.30. Finally, for our salaried employee, it's going to be these two. So I'm going to change the name in just a second. So this will be just min, sal, and max, sal. All right, so I should have all those constants in there now. Let's go back down to here where we just were. So again, this will be min hours and max hours. So if it failed, it will return. All right. Next, we want to do the same thing, but for the rate. Oh, that was correct. Do we call it rate result? I don't know. Hourly rate input. We got an hours result, but we have a rate result? Well, let's try to figure that out just a bit. So this is the hourly rate input. And then it'll be min H rate and max H rate. All right, so that handled our first case. So if we get down to here, if we make it here, if we haven't returned yet, we can now do the calculation. And finally, we want to update the hourly employee gross pay accumulator. And finally, break. All right. Then the next is the piece worker. So that's here. So we'll move this over. Put put that here. I think they should all be inside of curly braces as well. Now I'm going to copy all this in and then just change it accordingly. Try to save myself a little bit of time here. All right. Okay, that's the second one. Again, I'm just going to copy everything in here and then change it accordingly. And let's do that next. percentage. Ooh, red price result. What the heck is that? Pieces made. This is definitely wrong. All right, finally, we've got the case salaried. Now, this is going to be fairly close to this one. No, not the percentage. This one. Actually, it doesn't matter. I guess I can do that one. Let's see if that's correct. Whew. All right, so this is the salaried. All right, it's almost, hold on, I wanted to check something here first. It's percentage, okay, good. It's only got the one value. All right, finally. Let's put a default in there, which should never get hit, but just in case. Let's see. We'll do a show error. Okay. Finally, the last thing we want to do here is show the results in the results panel. All right, I think that's enough for this one. We've got a little bit more to go here. So I will pick it up there on the next video. I'll see you then. Sorry this was so long.